Hi guys, this is a short podcast which talks about the immune system. Now, the immune system is what we use to protect us from bacteria, viruses, fungi, and their collective name is pathogens. Pathogens is a key word. So what we try and do is we try and keep the pathogens out, and we do this with various defences like skin and mucus so that they get caught in our throat, so they don't go to our lungs. And we do this by having an inflammation response, which enables us, if we do break the skin, to send loads of white blood cells there, which brings me on to my second level of defence, which is the specific immune defence to individual antigens, pathogens. And what happens is white blood cells will match the pathogen. You're born with millions and millions and millions of versions of the white blood cells, which are just hanging around in your body waiting for their matching pathogen to come in. And when it does, they stick to him and they produce antibodies. And antibodies go throughout your body. They are copied repeatedly, and your body's flooded with these antibodies. And they find the pathogen and they kill them. Yay! Over. But not quite, because your body's cleverer than that. It thinks, hang on, we've met this pathogen before, so why don't we keep a lookout for him? We will leave in our body memory cells, and these cells are special white blood cells which hang around for the rest of your life, waiting, patrolling for any one of the ones that have been met before to come back. And when that happens, instead of going through the normal response, which is finding and then copying them to a certain extent fairly slowly in order to try and beat the disease, the pathogen, keyword pathogen, the memory cells are able to produce a much faster and much bigger response when they find one of the invaders that's been in there before. So pathogen comes back in, and the memory cells, which are special white blood cells, cause a flood of new antibodies which match that pathogen quicker and more of them, and bang, game over. Now, the last thing to say is that last process of memory cells being able to respond really quickly and get the pathogen before it's even had a chance to take hold is the basis of vaccination. With vaccination, it's very clever, discovered by Edward Jenner over cowpox, looking for a vaccine to smallpox or a cure for smallpox, which was a real killer, terrible, terrible disease. And what vaccination does, and Edward Jenner discovered this, is if you inject a pathogen which is either dead or inactive, the white blood cells which match it still latch onto it because it's got the same outside as the very active or dangerous one that you might meet later. So the white blood cells produce all of their wonderful antibodies. The inactive or dead pathogen is wiped out. Memory cells are left, patrolling your body. And then, when the real one comes along, the dangerous active one comes along, your body is able to respond so fast and so big that it's able to wipe it out before there's really a danger. If your body had met the dangerous one for the very first time without a very big immediate response, it would be much more touch and go as to whether you could survive. So vaccination is the deliberate injection of a dead or inactive pathogen to create the immune response, produce antibodies, which when the dangerous one comes back later, the antibodies which are produced at that stage, which are really fast and loads of them, wipe out the dangerous one and there's no danger. It's quite brilliant. So that is immunology. Good luck.